What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the hot seat with OG Tony.
I accidentally hit the dumb
Bitch, what
button
the
on it.
fuck am I doing here?
That was me.
I'm Chris Gonzo Gonzalez, joined by OG Tony Big Lid and Justin Terrell. How's it going, guys? I had that all fucked up.
Doing good. No, that was me accidentally. I was trying to change something over on the thing and accidentally hit remove from stage.
Oh, all right.
Okay, guys. Well, let's
Look, I'm taking the
hope
blame
everybody's
for it. What the hell?
hope everybody's doing well tonight.
Hey, what's up, Billy?
Hey, Billy. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, the madness is starting to begin. That's what we're getting ready to talk about. Some NCAA men's basketball tournament should be a great tournament. I see the Miami of Ohio is ahead on SMU. They're playing right now at halftime,
What
and they're up
channel is that
9.
on? You know?
True
I'm going to say
TV,
True TV. I'd say,
True?
not false TV.
but
Not false.
That yeah.
yeah, not false TV. Big Glenn with the callbacks. Okay, guys, let's jump into it. Chris, won't you bring up that bracket?
Yeah, I will. 1 second.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Well, let's see here. We got Purdue Pogland in the first round.
Is there a way of making that like if you go to the east, make it a little bigger?
Uh,
Yeah, I think so.
We'll go by sections.
I don't know. Hold on.
If he's
What the hell?
if he's staring the screen, I probably have to hit like Control plus a bunch. Then like go over a little bit.
That didn't help. I don't think it's going to let me.
Okay, well, I'm a blind man, so you guys are going to have to help me.
I'm working on it.
Glasses on, and I'm still blind. Well, the number one seeds, if I remember correctly, was Duke,
Florida.
Michigan,
Arizona
Arizona,
and Florida.
Florida. Yes, them are the 4 number one seeds. What do you think, guys? You just want to maybe go
Number two seeds are UConn, Purdue, Iowa State,
Yeah, they got
yep,
up in
yep,
there.
yep.
and I'm looking for the other one. Houston.
Houston. Yep. So, what are you guys thinking, guys? Who? I'll go. We'll just do it this way, Chris. Who would you have in your Final Four?
Ooh. I don't really. Let's see. I like Duke. I'm gonna say Michigan. I think Michigan, when they're on, especially defensively, they're probably the best team in the country. Let's see how the other one, you got Florida and you have Houston in that bracket. You have and then the other one you have, let's see, Arizona, Purdue, Gonzaga. I think I'm gonna go Duke, Florida, Michigan, and then I'm gonna go. Damn, I really don't want to go all chalk, so I'm gonna go with Gonzaga coming out of that region as the 3 seed.
UConn. Where are they at? Are they the same size as Duke? Or are they the?
Yeah, they're in the Duke bracket.
Yep.
See, I think UConn's going to come out on that side. I like UConn a lot.
See, I like UConn a lot, but man, if Duke's healthy, man, they're so good too. So that'd be a real good game in the Elite Eight.
I'm going UConn coming out. I'm going Florida. I'm going Michigan. in Arizona is my Final Four.
I do think it was bullcrap that Miami of Ohio had to play tonight to basically get in the tournament when they only had one loss the whole season, and that was in the conference tournament championship game, if I remember correctly. Is their only loss the whole season, and you're a playing team? That didn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Who you going with, Big Glenn?
Especially, and
I'm
here's the other reason it didn't make sense. You put them as a bubble team, but you put Akron in, another MAC school. They get it at large. Like if you're going to give if two schools from that conference are going to get in, how's the I mean how is
yeah,
one
it doesn't make any
a
sense.
playing team? That don't make a whole lot of sense, especially when they only have one loss.
It should be the other way around, obviously. My four are going to be Duke, Houston, Arizona, and Michigan.
What about you, Justin?
Oh,
I think you muted yourself or we lost your sound.
That sound has gone bye bye.
hear me now.
There
Yes.
you
Yeah,
are.
I can hear you.
Now we lost you again.
Lost you again. Guy's microphone all sticky.
we won too many pumps.
Yeah, yeah.
He tried to get four. He tried to get four pumps and he
And
said
his
three.
microphone said,
Yeah.
"The hell with that."
Yep. You got that microphone clogged up.
He knew where his
We'll need
limit
some
was.
disinfectant, some Lysol, and some wipes and everything else.
Yeah, he knew where
Yep.
the limit was. What the
Well, we're waiting on him. You guys want to give who we think's going to win it all, Chris? What do you think's going to happen in the Final Fours?
I think it's going to end up being I'm gonna go with Duke versus Michigan championship game. And I'm gonna go with Michigan.
I'm
Winning it all in
Rooting.
Indianapolis.
I'm rooting for Michigan to win it. So I'll put that out there right there. So I hope they do. But I'm not going to pick them to win it. I'm going to go with Arizona beating Michigan, UConn beating Florida, Arizona, UConn in the finals, and Arizona winning it all.
I better check to see if he's trying to get back in here.
What about you, Big Glenn?
I got Duke winning it all. I'm gonna have to refresh my thing because I couldn't hear Gonzo.
Now he's gone. And not racist TV.
Billy's awesome. Billy has UConn, Florida, Purdue, and Iowa State.
Who you got winning it all, Billy Buzz?
He has Florida winning it all. He has Purdue in the championship game.
That'd be awesome if Purdue could make it to the finals here at Indy. You know,
Yep.
that'd be pretty awesome.
Billy,
Chris,
you disappoint me, man.
Yeah, he hates. Who do you hate? Who do you hate more, Big Glenn? Purdue or Ohio State?
I think Ohio State because I never did. Just because I can give some leniency to Purdue, but Ohio State, the hell with those guys.
I'd root for Purdue just because Indiana's not in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I can get behind them if they get to the top.
And they're a Big Ten team. I'd like to see as many Big Ten teams as possible keep advancing. So
it usually is like that, even for football. It's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Team to watch out for, guys, also is Illinois. They could be a really dangerous team in that tournament too.
I know.
Michigan State.
I know. Coach K on McAfee was talking about Vanderbilt. He really likes Vanderbilt.
They're a good team.
Kansas. He likes Kansas as well. He said he thinks both them teams can make deep runs.
I tell you what, I bet Coach K will wish he was still coaching his Duke team because I feel like that is your quintessential Duke national championship team.
He's been pretty good on McAfee the last couple days.
Well, I'll bet, man.
Yeah.
He's quite charismatic, man. You think he's quiet guy, but nah, he's cool.
Oh yeah, he was talking shit to Pat and stuff. It was funny. But he's gonna be back on there again next week.
No, yeah, it's gonna be some good quality TV right there, man.
Yeah.
Miami, Ohio's up by 9.
I have a question.
Early in the second half.
Which number 1 seed do you think is the most likely to get upset?
I'm probably gonna say Arizona.
Yeah, I'm thinking Arizona, Michigan. That's kind of cheating, but I feel like those two would be.
But Duke with UConn being on the same side as Duke,
I'm thinking that's who I think beat Duke is UConn.
But Iowa State's a tough matchup, I think, for Michigan as well.
I tell you a team that Duke got to be careful with if they make it there, and that's Ohio State, and that'd be second round.
Yeah, Ohio State's a good team.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
About time, man.
You get that microphone unstickified, did you?
I plead the fifth.
I think you might have drunk a fifth. I don't know about pleading.
Well, maybe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I plead the fifth.
All right. Okay. So I haven't really watched much college basketball this year.
What kind of? Wait, hold on, man. What kind of accent was that supposed to be?
Oh, my accent. That was supposed to be the Dave Chappelle. I plead the fifth thing.
I didn't know what the hell it was supposed to be. So
yeah.
I didn't know if it was hillbilly, Mexican. I didn't know what the hell it was. So
I knew Gonzo would know what I'm talking about.
You keep talking like that, he's gonna start throwing out his name for your guys' NASCAR show.
You better watch it.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as we get Tony playing a banjo on like the intro, I'm okay with it.
Hey, I have one of them little sombreros like Kurt Angle.
No. Glenn has to wear the sombrero though. Glenn has to wear the sombrero.
I'll wear the sombrero and I'll play maracas and he'll play the banjo.
Yeah, I'll play the.
I'll
be at Cracker Barrel playing the banjo.
Let him have the sombrero.
Hey, we could film the show outside Cracker Barrel. That'd be awesome.
Hey.
In the seats, advertisement, free advertisement for the seats.
That'd be awesome. We
free
should do that.
Advertisement the Rocky Show.
Just go take a hotspot, phone out there, and set up a table, and just me and Glenn go out there. They're talking
That'd
shit.
Be great.
Talking to wrestlers and race car. Okay,
I'll tell you what. I guess I'll be sure to get some toothpicks and everything else, man.
We'll see how long it takes to get the cops called on us.
Yeah.
All right, Justin, what are you thinking here for the Final Four?
My Final Four, I really like what Duke has done so far. So I'm going to go and say between Duke and UConn, that's a tough one. So my gut says Duke. I'm gonna go Duke in the Final Four there. I really like what Duke's doing. When you look at the West, I'm not a Michigan fan, so I'll never pick Michigan. Oh man, I'm gonna go with Gonzaga. Like Gonzaga always is a sleeper pick. They always seem to come alive when it comes to tournament time. So I'll put Gonzaga in my Final Four. We look at the the East. The East team, we got Villanova. This one's got Purdue. So we know Purdue's not going to make it past the Sweet 16. They never do. The defending national champions, Florida. They got that 8-foot guy. So I'm going to go with Florida. Florida in the East. And then I got to go with my man Flory in Kansas.
I think okay, yeah. Good. Florida's in the South.
Oh, is Florida in the South?
Yeah, Purdue's in the West.
I thought Florida was in the East where Purdue is. Maybe is this the wrong year?
Yeah, you're looking at the wrong year.
Oh my God, I really am. Holy shit. All right, let me.
Yeah. Florida's
gotta
in,
zoom in this up.
Florida and Purdue are in separate. Florida's
right,
in the
hold
south,
on.
Purdue's in the west.
You didn't get some of that sticky stuff in your eye, did you?
I might, well, see, I googled it and everything looked right. All right, okay. So let me really restart this here.
Oh shit! But like having Jay back.
Oh, shit.
Well, Gonzo went lying about the
Hold on,
talking
hold
about the
on,
show is
hold
gonna
on.
go off the rails
Let's not
tonight.
go that far.
Uh,
Ooh. When we look at the bracket between Duke and the Duke bracket, I'm gonna say
At the Duke bracket.
Duke is in the east.
I know Duke, Kansas, and UConn out of the East. You know what? Give me Kansas in the East.
okay.
Florida, North Carolina.
Kansas.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, Forey, representing Kokomo, Indiana.
But Dunga.
Let's see, Florida, Clemson, Iowa, Vanderbilt, North Carolina. Who's the 2 seed in that? I can't see that. Kansas.
2 seed in which one?
The South.
Houston.
Houston. Oof. Give me Florida and the South. I'll go ahead and stick with Florida and the South. Arizona, Purdue, BYU, Texas. Ooh, Villanova. St. John beat UConn for the Big East title.
Yeah, they did. They
yeah.
did pretty good
They
too. St. John's is a good
That's
team.
why I said. I don't know if I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna go with Kansas. Miami. I'm gonna go with Gonzaga. Gonzaga in the West. So it's still pretty close.
So who's your final four?
Midwest.
Right,
yeah.
right now, I got Kansas, Florida, Gonzaga. And who's the number 2 in the Midwest?
Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Yes.
Give me Kentucky.
Going with the Kentucky boys.
I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of that side of the bracket.
Okay. So you're who you gonna pick to win it all?
To win it all? Oof.
Chris took Michigan, I took Arizona, and Glenn took Duke.
Gonzaga, Kentucky. Kansas. I'm gonna go Kansas.
Kansas, okay. All right. So
I like John Calipari.
Miami of Ohio is up by 5 with 15 minutes left. Going to the free throw line.
okay, guys, we'll talk more NCAA tomorrow. We'll be on tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern. But let's
Tomorrow at noon's when it basically kicks off, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, the 64. Yeah, they got the playing games going on. It was Tuesday and Wednesday, but yeah, the real 64 team bracket starts tomorrow at noon. Let's change over real quick to the World Baseball Classic, Chris. I know you watched it. I know I watched the last 3 innings. USA Venezuela. Venezuela was controlling the game up 2-0. USA, and I believe it was in the bottom of the 8th, came up, got a 2-run homer, tied the game up, but then Venezuela won the game in the top of the 9th and then shut us out in the bottom of the 9th. So Venezuela, a Cincinnati Red boy, new Cincinnati Red, former Cincinnati Red, and now again Cincinnati Red, Suarez helped Venezuela win that game. So your thoughts on the World Baseball Classic? I tell you, them fans are going crazy.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
no, I enjoyed the World Baseball Classic. I watched a lot of it. The United States couldn't hit the ball. Like that was the problem. It wasn't pitching. I saw some people say that it was because Venezuela had so much better pitching than us. That wasn't it. because they're saying, "Oh, I don't want to hear the United States choke. They had the better pitching, and better pitching always. Their pitching wasn't that much better than ours. The thing was we couldn't hit, and it didn't matter who we played. I mean, against Dominican Republic, we scored 2 runs. Like if we didn't hit home runs, we didn't. If we didn't hit a home run, we didn't score. United States had 3 hits last night, and one of them was a 2-run homer in the 8th inning by Bryce Harper. Before that, they only had 2 hits. Like it's hard to win games if you're not putting the ball in play. So and you can't relying on home runs. Like sometimes you just don't hit them. I think they were like 8 for 50 something when they're like in their last like 60 at bats. Like it just been they just went cold hitting the ball. Pitching was good last night, other than like they gave up the home run early, but then the first run they scored was because of a wild pitch. Like you have no outs or 1 out, no outs, runner on second base. You throw a wild pitch, that runner gets to third. The next guy hits a little blooper pop up out in the outfield, but that runner tags up and scores. You don't have the wild pitch. He's going from second to third. They don't score that inning. And then they got a solo home run later in the game to make it 2-0. But yeah, it was kind of bittersweet in the top that top of the 9th because Suarez smoked that ball in the gap for that double to give them the lead. And, so it was kind of bittersweet because I wanted the United States to win, but Suarez is also a Red, and I've been a fan of Suarez's for a while, and then to see how emotional he was. But you're right, that whole place was going crazy. And McAfee was there at the game, and he said it was like 10 to 15-1 Venezuela fan to United States fan. But it came off on the TV great. I mean, they were in that game it was a fun game to watch, but to me, United States just couldn't hit the ball. I do like the world. I like the World Baseball Classic. I think it's helping baseball a lot because I think now you got like 7 days before opening day, so maybe baseball can carry some of the momentum into the regular season. I think it got people that don't watch baseball all the time was watching it, especially the last couple of the United States games. Because I know against Dominican Republic it was like almost 8 million watching. I haven't seen the number for the last night's game for the championship game. I've heard rumors that they're talking about maybe some people want to move to the middle of the season. I don't see that happening. No, these teams aren't going to want their guys on an All-Star break pitching this amount of pitches in the middle of the season. If they're going to let them do it, it's going to be the best chance going to be at the beginning of the season. And even then, they still put limitations. Like a lot of people was on that DeRosa. Well, why did he go with Whitlock instead of Mason Miller? Well, it's because he wasn't allowed to use Mason Miller. Like the club said no. Like. And even the Venezuelan team, there was only one scenario they were allowed to use that pitcher they brought in the 9th, that Valencia, and that was if it was to win the game. If it was the 9th inning and it was 1-run game for the save, that was the only way they were allowed. That they had the okay from the major league club to use them last night. So I mean, he wouldn't even. They wouldn't have had him if it didn't work out the way it did. So. I think a lot of people forget that these managers are dealing with all these major league clubs from these players, especially pitchers. I don't think it's as bad with the other players, but pitching wise, because these teams have millions of dollars wrapped up in these guys' arms, and they're not going to let you burn them out at the beginning of the season, or they're not going to do it during the All-Star break. Definitely in the middle of the season, they're not going to let one. So I think they'll still do it. I just don't think. I think it's going to stay before the season during spring training like it has been. I don't see them moving it to the middle of the season. If they do that, I don't think you'll get any of the big name pitchers participate.
I agree with it. Anybody else got any thoughts on the World Baseball Classic?
Yes, I do absolutely. I tell you what, man, watching that last night was like having PTSD from a lot of the Cincinnati Reds games last year. Can't put a ball in the play, can't get a run scored, and it's essentially a couple run game. So that's pretty much my thoughts on that.
Harper smoked that home run in the 8th inning to tie that game too. He crushed that ball. I ain't gonna lie, about jumped up out of my seat when he hit it. I said, tie game. Soon as I heard it hit the bat, like boom, you knew it was gone. But
Yeah,
then,
it's one of those fastest home run calls, back
but
when Mark
then,
McGraw played and shit.
but when Suarez hit that ball, I ain't gonna lie. When he first hit it, I thought it was gonna be a home run, and the one he hit in the gap. But but yeah, I'll tell you what, it was cool seeing the emotion from the Venezuelan team after they won too. Uh, but yeah, I love the World Baseball Classic.
Did
I watched
didn't Vin-
I watched most of it. There were, like that's what I've been watching the last couple weeks in the evening is was baseball, and I never watched
did,
baseball this early this early in the year. I don't watch it till opening day. I'll watch the Reds game. I never watch
yeah
anything before opening day.
didn't Venezuela just have a team like win like the America's Cup or some shit here in America last year or year before last?
I'm not
Because I've
sure.
never seen some shit down
It's a-
and from fans jumping through the gates in Miami because they're from Venezuela and stuff. So
Tell you what, the Red Sox had a lot. The Boston Red Sox had a lot of players that played real well in the World Baseball Classic for their teams. Uh,
uh,
I'd watch out for the Red Sox. I think they're going to be a team on the rise this year.
Yeah, I agree with you. Justin, did you have any take on the World Baseball Classic?
I thought it was a very good competitive game. I thought it was very exciting. I think it's good for baseball and leading into baseball. And I thought hearing Glenn's words was magic and beautiful harmony to my ears because
yeah, I
hearing him
bet you
saying
do.
he had Sims hearing that he had PTSD from Cincinnati Reds games. It's just magic. Me being a Cubs fan, especially
Yep.
being the only Cubs fan here right now,
Yep.
it feels great. But no, I think it's really good for baseball. I hope it becomes like an annual thing.
Well, it give off real big vibes. It was like World Series vibes. I mean, that crowd was nuts last night. It was really a lot of fun. It was outstanding to
If they
see.
don't do it
I,
annually, I think at least every 2 years.
Yeah,
Instead
I
of
think they should treat
instead
it
of 4 years,
almost
I
like
do
the
it like
World
every
Cup.
2 years.
Olympics.
Yeah, treat it like the World Cup in soccer every 2 years or something like that.
yeah, yeah. I thought it was very well done. Let's move on real quick to some NASCAR and IndyCar. Big Glenn, what'd you think about that NASCAR race and Denny Hamlin getting the championship there, getting the win?
Well deserved victory. I'm not really a Danny Hamlin fan or a Toyota fan in general, besides some Christopher Bell, the 20 car. He had a great day, but couldn't keep up the speed of Danny Hamlin. But I tell you what, man, the guy that finished right behind him, my guy, Chase Elliott, I feel like that was his best race that he's ever had at Vegas. Vegas has not been one of his tracks that he does well at. So to see him up there, I wouldn't say competing for the win, but up there give it a shot was pretty cool to see. Because usually it's Kyle Larson up at the front in Vegas or William Byron up at the front in Vegas, especially in the Vegas spring race and stuff. So that IndyCar in Arlington though, they need to bring that back to Texas.
Yeah, Kyle Cookwood won that race. Alex Palou, I picked him to win it. He didn't get the job done. He got second. I thought he
Yeah,
was going to get it there for a minute, but he just didn't have the speed there in the last few laps.
and they had a caution there after the white
Yeah.
flag, and that it's pretty much same as NASCAR. Once the white flag comes out, if the next flag ends it, so
Yeah. Well, also though, he was way behind when that flag
yeah,
came out. So really,
absolutely.
that flag kind of helped him at least give him a chance. But yeah, there wasn't much of a chance. He just didn't have the speed.
No,
Kirkwood pretty much had it locked up. It was a pretty good race. Yeah. A pretty good weekend of racing.
real.
Let's jump
That
in.
yeah, I was
Go
gonna say
ahead.
NASCAR's at Darlington this weekend. The Truck Series
Yes.
races on Friday, the Raleigh on Saturday on CW, and Cup on Sunday. And the Cup race is expected to be a pretty damn good one because of the short track package at Darlington.
Okay. Okay. Uh, let's switch over to some football, guys. A couple of things in football, real quick. Justin Fields is now a Kansas City Chief. Uh, Chris, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's a smart move for Justin Fields. you're going to be a backup. Why not go to Kansas City and learn from Mahomes and Andy Reid, two of the better best in NFL? And I think it's smart for Kansas City. You don't really know what when Mahomes is going to be ready. You're bringing in a guy that at times has looked like he could be all right. Other times he's looked terrible. He's kind of been there ain't really been no in between with Justin Fields. It's either he has looked like he could do it or looked like he can't. But if anybody can get him going, I think it'd be Andy Reid, and they're not dependent on being the starter, especially all season. So yeah, I think it was a good move by the Chiefs, and I think it's a good thing for Justin Fields.
Yeah, I agree with you, Chris. The other thing there is like you being on the Chiefs and being around that coaching staff and Mahomes is also, I mean, this is going to be the most talent he's been around. I mean, it's going to be the best team by far he's been on. And so, and he's not going to be asked to go out and win games. He's going to be just out there to try to play some good football. So if he gets to play, so I think it was a good move for Fields, and hopefully can save Fields' career because this may be his last shot if he gets to play, and definitely a good move for Kansas City for the backup position, and if they need a starter early on. Justin, what do you think?
I think it's a good move for Kansas City. I mean, you don't know the health of Patrick Mahomes, but you also look at it this way. Justin Fields is also a runner, so I think not only is he coming in there to be a backup for Patrick Mahomes, but I also think they're going to try to use him like a Taysom Hill. I think they're going to try to use him as a scat player, a multiple option player. I think there'll be times when they'll have packages because Kansas City likes to drop those trick plays and stuff. I think there'll be packages where they'll see Justin Fields and Patrick Mahomes on the field at the same time to draw defenses and confuse defenses. So I think it's a good move for Justin Fields to kind of, you may get the play time, have a couple starts. But at the same time, I don't see him just sitting the bench and riding the bench. I think he's going to get playing time, whether he is a Taysom Hill type player or if he's converted into a running back or something like that.
Okay, and Big Lynn, what do you think?
That's definitely a good move. I feel like he's going to be used pretty well to keep the team going on offense until Mahomes gets back from his Achilles tear or whatever that was he had.
Okay.
I think it was ACL actually.
Yeah, I think it was a very good move. One other news and note from NFL: Denver gets Jalen Waddle from Miami. They give up a fourth round. Oh, they get Jalen Waddle and a fourth round pick, and they gave up their first round pick, which is number 30 overall, and a third and fourth round pick is what Miami gets back in return. So, Chris, what do you think about Jalen Waddle going to Denver?
I like to pick up for Denver. You got a guy in Waddle that some people consider could be a number one. And you have him. You can put him on the other side from Cortland Sutton. So you have two guys, right? Two real good receivers there. So I like it for Denver, and you really didn't have to give up that much. Yeah, you gave up 3 picks, but you basically gave up a second, a third, and a fourth. I know the one the first, but it's like 30th. So like it's basically a second round pick. So yeah, I think it was a good move for Denver. They needed another weapon on the outside to go with Sutton, and to go with that young quarterback with Nick. So I like the move.
I do too a lot. I think Denver. Some people might have said they could have been maybe the favorite going in the AFC next year. I think this definitely, in my opinion, makes them the favorite in the AFC side. I really do. I think they have a really good defense. I think they've got a pretty solid offense, got a good quarterback, and this just adds to it, man. So I like this. I like this move a lot. Justin, what do you think?
If you're talking, you're muted.
Hope he didn't get it sticky again.
I think I got it working. Can you repeat the question because I was getting aggravated?
Now his ears got shit in it. You're gonna have to put this. You no more 4-pump stuff for you, okay?
Yes, sir. I can't
Can't
pump
handle
it more than can't pump it more than 2 times. It
Can't
goes
handle
everywhere.
it.
I think
Yeah,
the
can't handle
limit's about 2.5.
it. All right, let's. Oh Lord, what do you think of Denver getting Jalen Waddle?
That I mean that honestly that move kind of threw me off. Like I thought it was a big move for them. It kind of makes you wonder what's going on uh, in Miami. It kind of feels like Miami's going to is going to probably tank or just kind of like, hey, we're kind of not so much rebuilding, but kind of redesigning the team. Because now they got Malik Willis, so they got to kind of figure out where they're going to go with that. I mean, they also lost Westbrook Akine, who signed with the Colts today. Um, so it's kind of you're kind of wondering what Miami's direction is going to be. Um, so you gotta. I'm kind of waiting to see what the draft's going to look like for them, if they'll be making moves that way. But Denver, I mean, you're adding a big time guy. Now he gets to come in and be the number one guy. Um, and it really opens up the door for everybody on that offense, and it's just going to make Bo Nix better. So yeah, I think it's a good move for Denver, and I mean it's a questionable move for I almost said Dallas, but it's a questionable move for the Dolphins, and I'm kind of curious to see what their plans for because they used to be competitive.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, about
It
the
was
only
kind of
weapon we
weird.
have left on offense right now is the running back.
Is
A
A Chain
Chain.
and A Chain, and they're already they're already listing the offers for that. So I
Yeah, I
look
saw
for
that
A Chain.
today.
I look for A Chain to be traded before the draft or during the draft.
A
It
Champ
could be.
probably gonna go to the AFC North. I can see it. Honestly, I felt like he would probably go to like the Ravens or some shit.
They already got a pretty good running back. You gonna
Yeah,
pair him up? That'd be
I
something
probably
else.
yeah
I
pair him
would.
up or
I would.
I don't know. The Ravens probably bring him in, then change their mind and send him back.
Yeah,
yeah.
true, something back.
That's what it will be. Or make them drive from Washington D.C.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
a crazy
yeah.
story.
Crosby
Yeah,
hung them all out to dry, did he?
Yeah,
don't
he
blame
did.
him. He should
Well,
have.
no, I mean, I can see A Chain going to a few different teams. Like, you look at teams such as like Arizona. You know,
Yeah.
if we really want to make a move, like we could go ahead and be like, all right, we we got Tyler here, but let's trade James Conner. And I love James Conner. I think he's one hell of a guy. I'm glad he rejuvenated his career here in Arizona. But he's
He ain't never stay healthy.
he can't stay. That's the thing. He can't stay healthy, and he's getting up there in age. So if we can get a guy like A Chain and pair him with Tyler Algier, I think that'll be a better move for Arizona versus having James Conner. So that I could see a move like that for Arizona, but I don't see teams like Baltimore who has Derrick Henry, or I don't see a Kenneth Walker.
A team would be a perfect fit for. I don't know if they can afford him though, because they just let a guy go. Is Jacksonville? Jacksonville just let Ring go, but so I don't know if they could afford him. But if they could afford him, A Chain would be a perfect fit for them.
Yeah, I agree with that too. But also, yeah, if you look at it, how serious is Seattle about rebuilding? Because I'm pretty sure A Chain's already signed. I'm pretty sure A Chain's already signed his contract, so you don't have to pay him for a couple more years. You could trade a couple first round picks for him and get Devon A Chain or Devin A Chain and be the replacement for Kenneth Walker.
Yep, and pretty much run it back again.
That's possible. Big Glenn, what do you think about the Jalen Waddle deal?
Another weapon for Bo Nix and stuff. So they'll be right back in it.
We're gonna move on, guys. this was basically what we just did here was what the show was going to be on Tuesday, and normally Wednesday we do the hot seat with OG Tony, me and the gang. We are going to do abbreviated one of that. We got just a couple, 3 questions, and I got some true or not true.
I
But
do
real
have
quick, I
some
want to
true or not true questions too.
yes. But real quick, Miami is up 13 now. Miami of Ohio over SMU. But the thing about that was SMU took a 50-49 lead there for a second, and then Miami's just went crazy. Miami of Ohio just went crazy. So let's jump into my questions. They're all sports questions today, guys. The greatest sports game ever played, in your opinion? Any sport, it could be hockey, it could be football, it could be baseball, it could be basketball, track and field, Olympics. What's the greatest sporting game ever played, guys? Big Glenn, I'm gonna go to you first.
Is it like games that we've like seen, or just the sport of itself, or like a video game?
Whatever you think it is. If you think it was a Reds game and won the World Series, or you think it's a Cowboy game, or Super Bowl game, or whatever you think.
I'm gonna go with just the game of basketball itself. It's fun, it's fast paced, and everything else.
No. I'm talking about particular.
Oh,
Uh,
particular game.
yes,
I'm
yes, yes,
going
yes,
to.
yes,
Yeah, I wasn't
yes.
sure how you wanted
Okay,
that
you're fine.
phrased,
You're fine.
but I'm going to go with the Pacers comeback last year against Milwaukee in the playoffs.
We had a few good ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
My greatest sports game ever played is the U.S. Olympic hockey team, Lake Placid, uh,
Tony, I
over
was
in
wrong.
Finland.
I was wrong about my pick. It was actually game six against New. It was actually game six against New York when
Okay.
we won the East.
Okay. What about for you, Chris?
You took the one I was going to say, the Miracle on Ice. So, man, I'm trying to think of another one, but probably the Muhammad Ali fights. What was it, Rumble in the Jungle, just because
Yep.
of of all the stuff around it, kind of like the Miracle on Ice, with all the stuff around it. So if I wasn't gonna go Miracle on Ice, I'd probably have to go the Muhammad Ali.
Okay. And Justin.
One of the greatest games I've watched.
2016 World Series.
No, that was an awesome moment because of how long of the drought it was. Honestly, one of the greatest games I think personally that I've watched would be the comeback between the Colts and Tampa Bay. Colts coming back to beat Tampa Bay. Tony Dungy's return to Tampa Bay. I think that was one of my greatest games of all time. I can also put, I don't know, people's going to hate this, but I love another one of my favorite games of all time is the Patriots win against the Atlanta Falcons that come back in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I think one that really stood out to me was the Giants win when they beat the undefeated New England Patriots. I think his name is Jalen Hyatt. Maybe it's not Hyatt. I can't remember what his name is, but the guy was able to catch that basically with his helmet.
David Tyree.
Tyree, all the way to the ground. That is by far one of my most favorite games of all time.
And Eli was basically sacked before he got that throw off.
Yeah,
I know, but if I had to pick one of the greatest, if I had to pick an all-time greatest game of all time, I would say probably the flu game or the Boise State Fiesta Bowl win over Oklahoma.
I would never that one too. That's a big one.
Yep. Okay, guys. Next question: are the Atlanta Hawks for real? They have won 10 in a row. They're 37-31 now. We're talking about a team that was practically dead before the trade deadline, and
down there with us almost.
Yeah, they have completely turned it around. So, Chris, are the Atlanta Hawks for real?
I haven't watched them play, but I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say they're going to end up falling back off.
What about you, Big Lynn?
No. Knicks, Detroit are the top two teams in the East. Ain't no way. I'd honestly put Orlando Magic above Atlanta.
You can't forget about the Celtics.
Yeah, too.
And what about you, Justin?
I'm gonna have to call my friends from Georgia and see how legit they think they are. But no, I'm shocked to hear that. Honestly, I'm glad they got rid of Trae Young. Then it seems like it's a good move. But you have to look; it's getting closer to the playoffs. A lot of teams are going to start sitting their starters. I really
Yeah.
don't agree with it in the
Like the
NBA.
Pacers.
I really don't agree with it in the NBA. Because but I mean, I get it at the same time. Like
I know.
the load management thing. When you have a winning record and you're not going to make the playoffs, I get that. Like, keep you guys healthy, sit them, have them ready for the next season because you don't want to have any setbacks for the next season. But if you're pushing for the playoffs, don't set guys to set up what position in the playoffs you want to be. I don't agree with that. So I don't know. I think you look at Boston to be the favorite in the East. I still think Boston's going to be the favorite in the East until Hallie comes back, and then the Hallie Revenge Tour comes. But no, I don't think Atlanta is.
I tell you what, man. You know why Rick Carlisle has been sitting on the Pacer guys is because he's giving the freaking middle finger to Adam Silver over that fine. he gonna
Yeah.
say he's pretty much telling them we ain't winning another game this year.
Pretty much. He's been doing a hell of a job of it, too.
Yeah.
Real quick on Atlanta, guys, they're in eighth position right now, but they're only 2 games out of the 5th position. So I mean, they've really came on. So I mean, do I think they're for real? No. Do I think they're gonna? I think they're gonna make the playoffs. I think they could actually get up to maybe 6th position or something, maybe. But I don't think they have enough to be a real contender. No. But man, that's shocking that where they were and where they're at now. It's pretty shocking.
We need to get rid of the locker room cancer like Trae Young. You know,
Well-
amazing things can happen. So
That's true. And here's my last hot seat question, guys. Where does Steve Kerr rank on the list of great coaches in the NBA? How great is he, Chris? Is it top 5 for you?
Are we talking about right now or of all
In the
time?
history.
of all
All
time,
time.
yeah.
Oh no, not top 5 all time. No, absolutely not.
I don't think he's top 5.
Top 15, maybe.
I was gonna say probably somewhere top 10 to top 15.
I think he's top 10.
For me, if he's in the top 10, it's just right at 10 or like 9.
Okay.
I think you can. I think you can lobby for him to be top 10, but I would say safe bet top 15 at least.
Okay. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I'd say probably top 10.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think of NBA coaches.
Phil
Well, you got-
Jackson.
Yeah,
You
you
got
got,
Phil Jackson, Eric
Red Auerbach.
Spoelstra,
Red Auerbach, you know, the
what's
OG.
his name? Popovich,
Popovich.
Larry
Popovich,
Bird,
Pat
Scott
Riley.
Skiles, Pat Riley,
Yeah, Pat Riley's a good one.
Doc Rivers.
Doc Rivers.
Doc
Oh,
Rivers.
man.
What?
I mean,
Shit,
he's got
he'd
a
be like
couple.
five.
He's got a championship,
I'd have Lenny Wilkins
Championship.
before he would
but
even.
no, I'm not saying like he's a great coach. I'm just
Yeah, I
throwing
know.
out names, damn it.
I would say probably I'd say probably right around top 10. For
I,
me.
yeah, I would say you can lobby for him to be top 10, but
Yeah, definitely.
my safe bet, top 15.
Okay. Okay, guys, let's go to true or not true. My first question, guys, is the Los Angeles Lakers will make it to the NBA Finals. Glenn,
Not
true
true.
or not true?
Not true. And I wasn't even waiting for you.
Hey,
Yeah.
they've been hot as of late, guys.
Well, LeBron's old, and you know how I feel about the Lakers, so that ain't happening. They might make
They're,
it past. They might make it
they're
past the first round, but that's
nine
about
and
it.
one, 9-1 in the last 10. They're in third place in the Western Conference. Of course, the Thunder has gotten healthy, and now they're 10-0 in the last 10 games. But yeah, the Lakers playing really well right now. Chris, what do you think? True or not true?
Not true. I think they'll be a playoff team and they'll probably win in the first round. But I just don't see them beating the Thunder or probably even the Spurs in a 7 game series.
I
Uh,
don't even think they can beat or Denver.
I was gonna say Denver, and I'd put Denver up there too. So yeah, I don't see them winning the championship, but I do think they're a playoff team and they could advance to maybe the second round. But I don't think they have enough in a 7 game series with them top couple teams.
Okay, what do you think, Justin?
I agree. I don't think they're a top. I don't think they're a top contender team. I think they're a playoff team, a first round win maybe. But you look at teams like the Nuggets, Minnesota, and Minnesota, the Spurs, and the Thunder. There's no way they're beating those teams in 7 games.
And see, right now, because Nuggets have had some injuries, but right now, if the season ended today, the Lakers would have to play the Nuggets first round because the Nuggets are in sixth position. So that's who the Lakers would have to play. So that would be a tough matchup, but not going to say it's going to stay that way. Uh, yeah, I think it's not true, also, guys. Next up, true or not true, the Los Angeles Dodgers will win 100 games in the regular season next year. Big Lynn.
Not true. Because fuck the
Okay.
Dodgers.
What about you, Justin?
I'm gonna say true because Glenn said fuck the Dodgers. No, seriously. No, seriously. I think Dodgers. I don't think they lost much. I don't because I haven't checked up on their transactions and everything like that. I don't think they really lost much. I think they gained a little bit. So I don't think they really decreased. I think being in a market like Los Angeles, they're always going to be in contention. And if you have a player like Shohei Ohtani, you have a chance to.
Okay. And Chris.
I'm gonna say true because if you remember correctly, last year they had a lot of injuries, especially their pitching staff for most of the season last year. And they didn't have the type of regular season last year that they thought they would because of some of the injuries. I think they're going to be healthier this year, and they've gotten, I think, a little bit better. So I'm gonna say true.
I'm gonna go true. Also, I hate to. Uh, Next question: true or not true? Dodgers get a three-peat. Chris.
I'm gonna say not true. They they still kind of got lucky to win last year. Toronto had them, and they found a way to come back and get it. But I just think it's so hard to repeat, let alone try to 3 in a row. So just because I think the odds are stacked so much against them, I'm going to say not true.
Big Glenn.
I think they lose in the LDS.
Okay. And Justin.
Whatever drugs you're on, Glenn, I want some. Just pass them this way.
I am sober as a motherfucker.
Because that that NLDS statement.
How sober
No.
is a motherfucker?
I don't know. It's pretty.
I
Life
don't
is
know.
good.
I want to figure it out. I got to figure that out. Like Chris said, I agree with Chris. It's so hard to repeat, let alone in baseball. Let alone try to repeat. I don't see it.
I think they're going to do it, guys. I hate it,
D
but
D DS series is 5 games, all right? I
Yeah, I
think so,
believe
yeah.
so. Yes.
I could see them honestly getting swept or maybe win one game. I think they're. I think whoever they go up against is somebody gonna give them hell, and probably is gonna upset them.
I think a
okay.
lot of people forget that they were a wild card team last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I ain't forgot about that.
Okay, guys. Next question. In the NCAA tournament this year, a 16th seed will beat a number one seed. True or not true? Big Glenn.
Not true.
Okay. Justin.
I don't see it this year.
Okay. And Chris.
I'm gonna say not true as well. I think with the NIL and everything, I think it's widened the gap between like the number one seeds and the 16 seeds. The smaller conferences, it's just hard for them to stay competitive with the bigger conferences in basketball with the NIL and stuff. So I'm gonna say not true. I think with the NIL, you might see less upsets in the first round than what we used to see.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I don't think there'll be a 16 seed be the number one seed this year. I'd love to see it because it's a bracket buster, but I don't think it's going to happen either.
You know what?
Uh,
I'm gonna make a comment about the Butler in the Big East because obviously Dad Mother retired. Butler needs to get out of the Big East. He need to go to like the MAC conference or go back to the Horizon League conference. Because I feel like Butler suits those two conferences more than what they do in the Big East.
okay.
But that's just me.
He said,
Ball State needs
he
to
said
go.
they didn't move the fuck back down.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem like they have been too competitive, except for those first few years that they was in it when they went on those big runs.
they
I
yeah
mean,
Yeah.
they had a couple years after Brad Stevens left where they were still
Yeah.
competitive, and
yeah,
then since then they've just fell off.
Well, it's just hard to get the talent, man. It's hard to
Mhm.
get the talent. My last true or not true, guys. Wimbyamba from San Antonio will win the NBA MVP.
Ooh, that's a good
Chris.
I'm gonna say not true because I think Alexander is going to be right at the limit of games that he needs. I think he's going to get repeat as the MVP.
Okay. I'm going to go. I think Wimbyamba deserves it. I really do. I don't know if he'll get it. I kind of agree with you. I think Alexander's probably going to get it, but I think Wimbyamba should get it. So I'm going to stick my neck out there. I'm going to go. It's true. He's going to get it. Big Lynn.
I have to agree with Tony, but I gotta go with not true. I think Say finds a way, like he finds his way to the free throw line, but we already know about that shit. So
Yeah. True. Justin Trail.
I'm gonna say it's true.
Okay.
I hope you're right, man.
He's had a hell of a year. I tell you what, man. He's fun to watch. Dude plays hard. Guys, you guys got anything before we get out of here?
Yes, I would
Justin,
like
do you-
to. I would
Go ahead.
like to add a new segment of
Oh,
true or
uh-oh,
not
here we go.
true, of true or not true. We don't have to have a discussion on it, but
Okay.
I will let you guys answer, and then I will tell you if it's true or false, or true or
Okay.
not true.
Okay.
All right. This week is weird and funny state laws. We'll only do 5.
Okay.
The first one,
This is gonna be
Alaska.
good.
It is illegal to wake a sleeping bear just to take a picture.
It's illegal.
I'm gonna say
True
true.
or not true?
Chris says true. I say not true. Big Glenn,
I
what
s-
about you?
Not true.
It is true. Alaska does have a law that it is illegal to wake a bear while it's sleeping.
What I
Okay.
mean, does bears have ring cameras on the trees or what?
Do you know what the penalty is?
It does not say. It just says This one might actually save your life. That's all it says.
But it might be illegal. You wake up and fucking Barry might eat your ass. So.
Yeah.
All right. This one's from Arizona. It is illegal for a donkey to sleep in a bathtub.
I'm gonna say true because that sounds like some Arizona shit.
Why would you need that kind of law? I'm gonna,
That sounds like a law, all right.
I'm gonna say true.
Hell, fuck. I'm gonna say not true because it shouldn't be.
It is actually true.
Son of a bitch.
I've been to Arizona a few times. That seemed like something that would be, because especially all those farms out there, man.
Listen, I've been to Arizona a few times. That shit don't surprise me.
Yeah.
All right.
Glenn, you didn't wake up in a bathtub with a donkey, did you?
Nah, I didn't. But there's enough farms out there to make me think. I can come up with that conclusion.
Next
see
question.
Glenn
Next
I can see
question.
Glenn. I can see Glenn wake up in the bathtub with a donkey. Motherfucker.
Yeah,
A donkey.
be like that scene
Oh,
from
Oh,
Full Metal Jacket. What the hell is that?
All right. Here we go. Listen to the question.
That donkey would say, "I'm making waffles."
In
Oh,
the city,
shit.
in the state of Washington, you are allowed to harass Bigfoot.
Oh, that sounds like that sounds like some Washington shit right there. That has to be true.
Damn, Glenn didn't waste no time.
I'm gonna say true.
I'm gonna say not true.
You think it's true that you are allowed to harass Bigfoot?
Yeah, I think so.
No. In Washington, it is illegal to harass Bigfoot. Bigfoot does have legal protections in the state of Washington.
Makes sense. Yeah, it had to be one or the other. So.
All right, here we go. This one, the state of Indiana.
Oh shit!
Here we go.
There's two of them. It is legal to take a bath between October and March in some old local ordinance.
Can you repeat the question real quick?
You
It
are
is.
okay. It is legal, like it is allowed to take a bath in between October and March in some old local ordinance.
Not true.
I hope it's true. I want to take a damn bath, man. What the fuck? Chris?
I'm gonna say not true.
It feels like one of the true questions.
Actually, in the state of Indiana, some old local ordinance, it is illegal to take a bath October to March.
That's why I
I want
figured.
to know where that's at because I don't want to go to that town.
All right, my last one.
Be some
My last
stinky
one.
motherfuckers.
In the state of Indiana, it is illegal to attend the theater within 4 hours after eating garlic.
What the hell?
After eating what?
Reading what?
After eating garlic.
Garlic. Okay. I'm gonna say that's true.
Not true.
I'm gonna say not true.
It is actually true. It is a weird state law that technically you are not allowed to be within to attend a theater within 4 hours of eating garlic.
Jesus. Yeah, that's gonna be a good segment.
I
This
can't
could be
say
a good
what it was.
Yeah.
How the hell are they gonna monitor that?
Don't ask me.
What the hell?
Nope,
They'll give you a
Nah,
garlic
they're not saying
fertilizer? They'll give you a garlic fertilizer or what?
I keep wanting to say something, but I better not. Shut up, Tony.
Say it.
No.
Don't encourage him.
Yeah.
No, I will stay on. I will stay on the air.
Yeah. Awesome.
We must have
Okay.
vampires in Indiana. That's why it's illegal.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, Justin, I have a question for you regarding it. Let me guess. Is that like some North and West Indiana shit or just state law?
And it's a state law. I asked for
Damn.
I said, Chat GPT, give me a website with the weirdest and funniest state laws, and it gave me a top 10. I found the best 4.
Sure, yeah, you found the best one, right?
The other one I was gonna say was in the state of Wyoming, it is illegal to take a picture of a rabbit from January to April
That's
without
all
a
good.
permit.
That's
Without
all
a
I get.
permit.
Without permit, that's all I could be true.
I'm gonna say true.
Yeah,
It
I'll
is
say
true.
true.
It's true. It is illegal. You cannot take it without a
Yeah.
permit.
Well, all right, guys. Anybody got anything else before we get out of here?
I do not.
Okay,
It's
guys,
illegal
we'll
for
be
me.
back.
It's illegal for me to leave. True.
We'll be back tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. We're talking NCAA basketball tournament. We'll talk just a little bit of NBA. We're going to talk a little bit of NCAA wrestling. Chris, be ready for that. Talk just a little bit about NASCAR and that big Darlington race. We're going to hype up some wrestling shows that's going to be going on. Professional wrestling shows going on this weekend. And I think I'm going to have if we have time, I'm going to throw in a top 10 list just for Justin. The top 10 best Cincinnati Red players of all time.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All that and even more tomorrow. Who knows? We might have a
Hey, you
true
should.
or not true.
Hey, I got another. I got good in the top 10 most disappointing Cubs losses.
It's gonna be any game we lose to the Reds. It's a point loss.
No,
All right, we
two-
appreciate everybody watching. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Yeah,
Steve Martman, baby.